There's a moment, somewhere in the quiet between heartbreak and healing, when something inside of you clicks. Not with rage, not with bitterness, but with clarity. You finally see the truth, the pattern, the way they smiled when you gave everything, how they disappeared the moment you needed anything. You gave love like it was endless, offering your time, your energy, your heart, because loyalty was your language, because showing up was who you are. But they didn't see that. They saw opportunity. They saw softness they could take from, a heart they could borrow until it broke. And it did, over and over. But then, you stopped. Not because you ran out of love, but because you ran out of reasons to justify staying hurt. You realized they weren't careless. They were calculated. They didn't forget how to care. They never intended one to. They played with your loyalty and called it love. They tested your patience and called it just how they are. They took and took and took until you forgot what it felt like to receive. But not anymore. There's a line now, and for the first time in your life, you're not crossing it for anyone. So when they say you've changed, believe them. You have. You're not quieter because you're weak. You're quieter because you've learned that energy is currency, and you no longer invest in what drains you. You're not colder because you're angry. You're colder because warmth in the wrong hands gets exploited. And you've run out of warmth for people who only show up to take. You're not distant because you don't care. You're distant because peace is finally more important than performance. You became the villain in their story because you stopped being the victim in your own. They don't like that version of you. The one who says no. The one who doesn't explain herself. The one who walks away without warning. They call it attitude, but you call it boundaries. You don't do guilt trips anymore. You don't chase. You don't beg for clarity in conversations that feel like mazes. You're not playing that game, because now you know your worth, and it no longer needs to be proven. It needs to be protected. Let them talk. Let them twist the story. Let them call you whatever helps them sleep at night. They called you a villain because it hurt less than facing the truth. That they had someone real, and they ruined it. You didn't become dangerous because you changed. You became dangerous because you healed. Because healing made you wise. It made you selective. It taught you that not everyone deserves access to your softness. So no, you're not who you used to be. You're better, wiser, stronger, quieter, but never again. Smaller. You're no longer the one who keeps peace by losing yourself. You are the peace, and anyone who wants access to you now has to come with respect. They made the villain, they wrote the script, but you chose the ending, and this time, you choose you.